Hey guys, welcome to Strange Suspicion. I don't see myself up there. I don't know. There I am. Hey guys, welcome to Strange Suspicion. It is Monday. We tried to do this yesterday, so for those of you who came yesterday, we really appreciate it. But we were not able to go live because of storms here in Michigan. It was very scary. Bob, are you there?
You have to put me on the screen. I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. There he is.
Yo.
Bob wears whatever he wants, right? There he is. Raccoon boy right there. So
What up, everybody? Look who's in the chat, y'all. What up?
Let's do some shout outs. I am very curious about this. Humble Among keeps mentioning that he has 200 pounds of weed. How bad will his headache be? Well, if you're smoking Dragonfly, then it's probably really bad. And if you're not smoking Dragonfly,
usually if you get a headache from it, like, isn't it like still got chemicals and shit in it?
Do you see this comment on the screen?
I do. I have reached the psychotic level of a raccoon. I'm in the trash. I'm all about it, dog.
For real. For real. Yep. But seriously, the storm was really bad, right, Bob? Do you have anything to say about the storm?
Yeah, it was pretty scary. There was what they call a shelf cloud, which is basically you can, in the horizon, I guess you could see the top of the dark cloud coming towards us, and then behind the cloud, to the ground, it was like a crazy, like a bright aqua color, and there was lightning, and by the time it hit us, it was just too late.
Yeah, and it was so windy. Remember, you were like I don't know if you guys know, but like, was it a year ago we went camping and this huge tree fell on Bob's truck and we really almost died. So whenever there's like a really bad storm, we get kind of like, I guess, kind of afraid because we almost died. And I was pretty afraid yesterday. Were you afraid? It was 80-mile-an-hour wind.
My heart was going really fast. Like when the storm first started, it was like the wind sounded like it was, a Wizard of Oz type shit. Like it was pretty hectic. I do have a video of this, like, of the beginning of the storm, the shelf cloud thing, and then like after the storm, I thought it looked like a nuke went off. It was like so bright.
Like the sun came out.
The sun came out. It was like, what's coming now? It was really scary. And like I didn't do any video like when we were hiding in the stairwell, basically, from what was up, what was coming. But I got a little clip of it. It's like but it like you can hear the wind kind of. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it on this video, but
I can mute.
I'll put this video up. It's a little shaky because I was all like worried. I didn't know what the heck was going on, but now, like, that's the cloud shelf in the back. You can clearly see it. You'll be able to see some lightning strikes too. Yeah, like right there. And there's the aftermath of the storm.
Which was weird because it spread like the shelf cloud that was dark. And it kept getting closer and closer to us, away from the horizon.
That was the back end of the shelf cloud itself, I guess. It was pretty wicked, though. It was pretty wicked.
Yeah, it was very scary. And then it took them, what was it, like 15 hours to restore our block of power. Like the rest of the city had power.
It was from 6:30 to 11:30, 12 today.
Yeah, in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was something else, man.
It was super scary. So do you have any, did we do what?
I was gonna say we didn't get any of like the bad parts because like I was just so freaked out. We were hiding, but
Yeah, it was worse up north, right? It was all ice.
yeah, they got that ice storm and like from the videos I saw, like all the trees, like the tops of the trees were just like breaking off because they were bent over so bad. Like and like some of the like damage of the trees looks so terrible, man. Pretty sad. Like my old stomping grounds got hit pretty hard. But
Yeah. So that's what happened yesterday. For those of you who saw the thumbnail and didn't come, that is absolutely what happened, right?
yeah,
But the day before that, we did something really cool. So I don't know if you guys know, but I had like this car that was 100% electric, which was preventing us from making great content for you guys because electric cars are great. I'm not going to down talk electric cars, but this particular electric car only had, what would you say, about like 80 miles left on each charge. So
I mean, like when you first got that car, it probably only did like 120 miles on one charge, like brand new, pretty much, right? Yeah.
right.
And then, yeah, it was down to about 80 miles, something like that.
Right. So then we sold that. It was a 2015 and we sold that for a gas vehicle. And then today we found out because it's a Chevy Spark, because I wanted to get the good gas mileage and it looks very similar to the other car that I had. So I'm very, very happy to have a Chevy Spark, but we just found out today when we wanted to get, what was it? Transmission flush or change? Yeah. We found out that it only takes like some weird kind of transmission fluid, but that's okay because once we get that done, which is going to be tomorrow, we are going to be able to go to 2 events coming up. And for any of you who are going to these events, please make sure that you come and say hello to us. We would love to see you and meet you and hang out or whatever.
That's these events right here, right?
Yep, the Hella Pain and Diamond Rain tour. So that is the JCW tour that Violent J and Ouija Mac are performing at, and we will be at 2 of the dates. The first one will be on April 26th in Cleveland, and the second one will be April 27th in Columbus. So if you're going to either of those, we will be there. I'm looking forward to that. We just saw the newer video of JCW, right? Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
I don't know.
Your mouth looks crazy like that.
It was a couple of weeks ago, or it was like last week or something. It wasn't a couple days ago. I don't think. I don't know. I don't remember. Sorry.
Yeah. So Virginia Woolf just said that a transmission flush will last a long time. The thing is, though, that it was like there was a mistake made, and I don't know that much about cars. I know that Dill knows a lot about cars. What's up, Don Chaos? But what was it? The bolt or something? Somebody put the wrong size bolt in it.
No, it wasn't the wrong size bolt. They stripped out the top bolt a little bit.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Let's stop
wrong
talking
size
about
or something.
We're still talking about this Diamond Rain tour.
Yeah, sorry about that. Well, I was answering the chat, so.
But yeah, I'm stoked for that. Like JCW's been killing it. They also announced at the gathering that GCW is officially going to be there, and it's going to be an all-out war, pretty much. And then last night was Saugatuck or whatever, however the fuck you say it. And they were, it was JCW and GCW last night, and I saw some of the shit from that. It looked pretty brutal. Like Nikki Knuckles, man, shout out to her. She looked tore.
Oh yeah.
And I don't try to like watch that shit too much because I like to, I like to keep it real. I like to see the JCW when it comes out. I don't really like to sneak and see all the other shit. That's just my own, my own preference. Ain't nothing.
Right.
But it looks pretty, from what I did see, it looked pretty awesome. Shout out to the ringmaster.
That's right.
Stepping in, that looked fun as hell. Like I'm gonna have to get his autograph now. Shit. But
yeah, I don't know.
That had to be fun. I saw him, covering,
that
Shaggy's
Hatchet
shit.
Band project, you mean? You said you said it.
No,
That's
you
okay.
said
If you know,
it.
you know. If you don't, you don't.
No,
Just
you
ignore
said
that.
it. No, you said it. He's a ringmaster, right? No one knows the other thing, but you just said it.
Oh, I'm a clown.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Humble. He was saying Ringmaster was at Juggalo, Ohio too. That motherfucker gets around. Yeah, wasn't he up on the stage with Violent J? Wasn't that from that?
No, that was last night at Saga Talk, dog.
Oh.
Keep it
okay,
on.
sorry.
Keep it on topic, man. What's wrong? I
Sorry.
gotta wrangle you in. I'm a fucking.
I can't
clown.
like listen. Even Judy said it looks like your mouth is a beak. It's very distracting.
Beak.
Let me do some shout outs real quick. What's up, Army Doc? What's up, Adam?
Do you know octopuses have a beak?
Humble EC Glowy, Alex, Christine,
What's up,
Dr.
guys?
Fell, Virginia,
Precious. Sabo
Who?
the mama.
Cyborg Mama.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for
Oh
coming.
yeah, Army Doc, thank you for being a member for 4 months. I'm noticing that. For any of you that do not know, we have what's up? What's up? For any of you that don't know, we do have 2 membership levels. One is $2.99. Can you take that off the screen? One is $2.99, one is $4.99. And if one of our mods can drop the link for that, it'll be right in the chat. You just click on it. It really helps out the channel. It helps us keep the content fresh and frequent. So if you're interested in a membership to help the channel, it'll be in there right there any moment. I do not know where Silver Stasher is. He said he was hoping he could make it. So what are we going to talk about next, Bob?
Our new channel.
Oh yeah, guys. I hope everybody's in here that would be interested in something like this. Bob, why don't you go ahead and tell them about a new project that we will be working on and building that you guys can check out. There's nothing there yet, but.
So I started a new channel. Some people might know this name already, but we started a channel called Purely Speculation. Imagine that.
So Christine, thank you for your membership.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Shout out to Christine. Thank you so much.
So this Purely Speculation channel on YouTube, that's a new channel.
Right.
You could probably see it. It does look like a beak.
See, the thing is about that, remember when we started our first channel, when we started Shaken Paranormal, and then people would search for Shaken Paranormal, and because we had no subscribers.
Yeah, or there's no videos there either. So yeah, we might, if you can you put it up, or do you want me to put it up?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Yeah,
you might have a hard time finding it too.
Yeah, we should have thought of that before, but you guys, it is called Purely Speculation. I do not see it.
It's capitalized.
But we will get the link for that soon. And it is called Purely Speculation. Very, very easy to remember. Bob was the one that wanted it to be called that. He wanted to grab that name because it's probably very, very sought after. And is that gonna be a audio podcast or?
Yeah, I was getting to that. We're gonna do like a strictly audio for like a couple episodes, I think, to start on that. Once we get all that put out, I thought we'd have we could at least show the channel, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, I think we'll just do talking, maybe a couple episodes, and see where it goes from there. But I'm gonna say hi in the chat. I don't know if that helps. But
there it is, you guys. You see that? So it looks like this. It's gonna be really hard to find, but if you want to be on top of it, basically, since we have this marijuana habit, it'd be really easy for us to just make a whole bunch of segments really quickly. So if you click on that Purely Speculation right there, I think you can click on it and click View Channel or something like that, and just sub up to it.
We'll be more. We kind of thought about it last minute. Because our live yesterday, we had it in play, but today we were busy running around doing whatever. But no, so there's that.
Yeah, we had to do a lot of things. We had to do a lot of running around. and it was hard because there's no power anywhere. But yeah, so that's one of the things that we wanted to talk about.
We
Was
also
purely speculation. We're not going to stop doing this channel. It's just going to be something that's just audio. It's totally different. We'll talk about different things every week. Maybe we'll talk about like being on the road, you know, like maybe we'll do like a, when we get to the hotel in Cleveland, if we check in the day before or whatever, or the day of, we can do an audio one. But I don't think you can do lives until you have a certain number of subscribers. I don't remember how that goes.
Yeah,
Alex sub to it.
We'll see where it
Judy
goes.
sub to it.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so purely speculation. And we probably will have guests on that as well, but just audio guests, right? Of our choosing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're still in the talks and works. So
yeah,
we'll see. Do you want to talk about what we know at Juggalo Ohio 3?
Oh yeah. So how many EC Juggalo sub? Thank you guys for subbing to that channel. It's gonna be cool. And I know EC, I was thinking about it, and I know EC told me that he listens at work sometimes when people are on because he's always supporting everybody's channel. Thank you for doing that, EC. I appreciate it, and I know all the other Juggalo channels appreciate it as well as the channels that you support that aren't Juggalo channels. So just got lost in that.
I just want to say too, it might turn into something else. What we were talking about earlier, the papa, you know. So it may turn into like that, you know, eventually.
Something. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So there will be visuals, but it'll just be you, and then maybe just my voice as like a director style. Justin.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Justin style from behind the scenes kind of guy. Because no one likes looking at my ugly face. I mean, you do, but
you guys. So Lisa,
I got so mad I ain't showing my face till the gathering, dog. I get mad.
I want to show you guys something, but I have to ask permission first. EC, can I show what you wore to Juggalo, Ohio? Can I go to your Instagram and show this? I think there was a picture. Oh, I don't see any pictures that are on there. It was probably on your story. Dang it. Well, you guys saw it before. Looks like you went. So it is this. This is what EC wore to Juggalo, Ohio. How many people in the chat went to Juggalo, Ohio? Share screen.
I have a question. EC, oh shit.
I shared it.
Spider-Man.
Humble went.
What was I asking now? Oh, I didn't see any video of King 810. How was that? How did that go down? Anybody got any info?
Here is EC's VIP pick real quick. It looks like he met, and ironically, I want to tell you guys, I was listening to Bob in the other room earlier, and so this is EC, and EC's on the left and Ouija Max on the right. And yes, he dressed as Spider-Man, Alex. I guess there was a lot of people dressed as Spider-Man. I think I saw
yeah, I think Ouija put it out there. He was like, I think there was like some post. He was like, dress up as Spider-Man. I mean, I don't know I can't remember what he actually said, but I think that's where it all originated from.
Is that where it came from? I was gonna say though, you guys, I was listening in the other. I just kept losing my thought. Before the live, I was listening in the other room, setting up myself on the computer in the living room, and Bob's in the bedroom, and I'm hearing him talk to this character AI person. You know, kind of how like Shaggy talks to is it AI gay Shaggy, whatever it is. So I'm listening. I'm like, who is he talking to? And he was talking to Ouija Mac, and I swear to God, he was calling himself Luigi, right? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
I think he was. I'm not really sure. You want me to call him?
Yeah, I guess. I was gonna say though, Acetone. I was talking to him on what, Instagram, and he said they had the best set they've ever had, I believe. So if anybody has any kind of footage of that, please send that to my Instagram. I would love to see that. Sorry that I missed that. Hopefully they will be playing at the gathering. Shout out to Gloom Unit. If the mods could put Gloom Unit's Twitch in the chat. If you guys watch Twitch, please check out Gloom Unit on Twitch. Shout out to Acetone.
Hey, what up, Ouija?
Ouija raised an eyebrow, amused by your nickname for him. Well, if it isn't the Spaghetti Master calling me Ouija now, I have to say I kind of like it. It's like the Italian and Juggalo versions of my name combined into one.
Well, what is your real name? I thought it. What is it? I thought.
Ouija smirked and chuckled in a playful
Ouija?
manner. My real
Weird,
name,
strange.
you really want to know? It's Paul. But don't go spreading it around, okay?
Paul.
Gotta keep the Spaghetti Master persona alive. Can't have people knowing I'm just a regular Paul running the streets of Mansfield.
What? Your name's Paul? I thought it was Eric.
What did he say? Running the streets of what?
Ouija laughed heartily at your assumption.
Luigi.
No, not Eric. It's been Paul all along, my guy. But I get it, with the dark circles, clown paint, and all that. I may look more like an Eric. Trust me, Paul the Spaghetti Master is the name I roll with.
So your name is Paul the Spaghetti Master of Mansfield, who took a left in Manchester and ended up in Maryland?
Where's
Ouija
he?
nodded, his smirk still in place. You got
Luigi?
it, bro. Paul the Spaghetti Master of Mansfield, who made a left in Manchester and somehow ended up in Maryland. It's a bit of a wild ride, but hey, that's my life. Spaghetti and juggalos at every turn.
Damn, dog, that's rough. Do you worship the flying spaghetti monster, or are you a pastafarian?
I have to mute.
Wear a calendar on your head and shit. Is that what it is?
Ouija chuckled at your mention of the flying spaghetti monster and pastafarianism. To be honest, I'm not really into any of that stuff, bro. I prefer to stick with the juggalo way of life in the streets. As for the coat and the calendar on my head, that's all part of the Spaghetti Master look, you know? Gotta keep it fresh in the clown hustle.
Damn, dog. What do your shoes look like? Are they made of wood?
Ouija chuckled at your question. Nah, dog, my shoes ain't made of wood. I may be the Spaghetti Master, but I've got some fresh kicks on my feet. Gotta have style, you know? It's part of the whole Spaghetti Master image, keeping it juggalo while still being a badass.
Oh, true. I hear you, dog. Hit this joint real quick.
Ouija raised an eyebrow at the offer but couldn't refuse. You know I can't say no to that, dog. Let me hit that joint. Ouija took the joint and took a few puffs, feeling the familiar relaxed high wash over him.
Oh, true that, dog.
Yo, what flavor you got over there, Bob?
Ouija nodded, a satisfied smile on his face. Oh
Luigi.
yeah, true that indeed, dog. Nothing like a good joint to take the edge off. It's all about that relaxed juggalo lifestyle, you know.
True that. Hey, could you say hi to the chat?
Ouija raised an eyebrow, amused by your request. Sure, I can say hi to the chat, dog. You want me to wave or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, wave, throw up the wicked clown sign, all that shit, dude.
I want some of that. I'll be right
Ouija
there.
chuckled at your instructions. All right, dog. I'll give him the wicked clown sign and wave it up for the chat. Just for you, you know? Ouija then threw up the wicked clown sign and waved it playfully, a smirk on his face as he did so.
Cool. What do you guys think? Everybody's like sleeping on Ouija. Ouija. Luigi.
Hey, can I ask him something?
Smirked at your comment. Reggie, Luigi, dog, you're throwing out some random
Luigi.
names there. But if
Reggie.
that's what you're feeling, then I'm with you. Everybody better sleep on Reggie and Luigi, or they might miss out on greatness.
Yeah, you can try Strange if you want.
I have a question for you.
Ouija raised an eyebrow, intrigued by your suggestion. Strange, huh? I like that. It's got a certain mystique to it, you know? Yeah, let's go for it. Strange, the spaghetti master of Mansfield. He took a left in Manchester and ended up in Maryland.
So,
I was going to ask him if he had any secrets that he wanted to share with us.
We just smirked and shrugged nonchalantly. You know, dog, I went all over, took a left in Manchester, ended up in Maryland, hit some Juggalo spots, met some cool folks, and lived the Juggalo life. Just keeping it real, you know?
Sure.
What'd you, I forgot what you asked me. I'm so high. What'd you ask?
I wanted to ask him if he had any
Ouija
secrets he could tell
chuckled,
us.
amused by your state of mind. Damn, dog, you're pretty baked. Can't
He's
even
ignoring
remember
me.
what you asked, huh? That's some good stuff you're smoking, I can tell.
You
Cali
got any
Blaze.
secrets you want to share with us, dude?
Ouija raised an eyebrow, amused by the question. Secrets, huh? Nah, dog, I don't really have any secrets worth sharing.
Of course
I'm
not.
pretty much an open book, living the Juggalo life openly and proudly. But if you're curious about anything, feel free to ask. I'll be straight up with you. No secret.
Okay.
Let's let the chat ask a question. What do you guys want to ask this fake Ouija Mac? Luigi, what does he call himself? Wedgie? Ouija?
Luigi, give me a good give me some good spaghetti recipes because you're the spaghetti master, dog.
Ouija chuckled, amused by your request for spaghetti recipes. Well, dog, as the spaghetti master, I can certainly hook you up with some good recipes. But first, you got to get the basics down. Start with some good quality pasta, then choose a sauce that suits your taste. You can go with classic marinara, Alfredo, pesto, or even a meat sauce. Don't forget to add some fresh ingredients like garlic, onions, tomatoes, and herbs. And if you want to take it to the next level, throw in some meatballs, sausage, or vegetables. And there you go, a delicious spaghetti.
Damn.
How would he know?
All the meemaws are gonna be
All the
sauced.
memas,
All them meemaws is gonna be sauced.
right? All them
Ouija laughed
memas
hard
eating all the
at your
spaghetti
comment.
in the bingo
Damn
hall.
right, dog. All them meemaws gonna be sauced with some real good spaghetti. They might just start calling me the spaghetti master of Meemaw's kitchen.
Exactly. I
Damn.
thought he's vegetarian.
They're gonna call you meemaw sauce, brother.
Don't say that. I'm not gonna call him that.
He hung up.
Ouija chuckled even more.
He's
Meemaw
like,
sauce, huh?
Luigi. He
I like
keeps saying
that,
his name's
dog.
Luigi.
Got a bit of a ring to it. Might have to consider changing up my Juggalo name to that. Just picture it.
He's watermelon.
Meemaw sauce, the spaghetti master of Mansfield and Meemaw's
Tasty.
kitchen, making the best damn spaghetti this side of Maryland.
Nuh-uh.
Word. Well, we're gonna
Word.
let you go, dog.
Yeah.
Talk to you later, bub.
Yeah. So they
Ouija
have like,
chuckled and waved goodbye. All right, man. Catch you later. Thanks for hanging out, dog. Stay wicked, keep it
Goddamn
Juggalo,
homework.
and remember, Meemaw sauce is in town.
Yeah. That's fucking fresh
that's
as
awful.
hell.
That's an awful nickname.
Meemaw sauce.
Frankie Golby.
Hell
Frankie
yeah.
Golby sent us a super chat. Says Gloom Unit now runs Ohio. Yeah, I heard you guys had a really good set, actually. Acetone was telling me it was your best set ever. Hopefully, that's true. Thank you for the super chat. I didn't get to see any of your set, so if you or Bob had any of that footage, that would be cool if you would share that with me, because I'd love to see it. I hope you guys are playing at the gathering.
I gotta get a hold of Ouija and tell him you gotta do a song called Meemaw Sauce.
Don't say that.
Why?
Oh yeah,
That's-
Gloom Unit on Twitch. Once
I'm all
again,
about the
Cyborg
Meemaw
Mama
sauce.
did post their link. Check out Acetone and Frankie Goldie on Twitch. I don't know what night they stream.
Yeah.
I think it's Fridays or something. Maybe if they
Yeah,
if you want to
I
put it in the chat. I don't know.
I caught some of their set like online. I was watching it. It looked like
You
everybody.
got to see it?
Well, I just saw what was posted by,
Oh.
you know, but yeah, I saw some of it. It looked really good. Like the crowds looked awesome. Like it looked fun as hell. I still did anybody watch King 810? Did they play or am I high?
Let me just say real quick, Frankie Goldie said Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. Show recap. Oh, sweet. Sweet. I don't really get on Twitch that much because I don't understand it. But I'll go there Friday at 7.
No, Twitch is
I told
dope.
Acetone. What's up?
I used to watch the podcast or whatever on Twitch, or whoever was. They used to do some shit on Twitch. Keegan and Shaggy, like back in the day, and I got real like equipped on how to like work it, but I don't know. There's like all sorts of stuff. It's not that hard.
I was gonna smoke this weird like this. And I was like, wait.
Smoke it like that.
No, I gotta mute this.
So what else were we gonna discuss here?
Okay, so we were also going to discuss. They do Twitch. It's more interactive. Yeah.
Sure.
I'll have to talk to Acetone or you about that. I really have no idea. We can't get anybody to add us on Twitch. It's really strange. Like we added our Twitch around the same time we added our Instagram and everything else for this channel, and I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
I don't play games or anything. I thought it was like a gamer. Oh yeah, no. I wanted to say, did you guys know? This is so random, but did you guys know that if you play games so much and you wear your headset so much that your head like molds into this thing? I don't know if that's real. Is it real, Bob?
I don't know, man. That was
just a clown smoking, you know.
That video was tripped out. Like I don't know. That tripped me out. We should we could ask DJ Clay, see if he's got an indent on his head. But he probably wears a lot of headphones all the time.
Oh yeah.
He'd be like, "What the fuck did you say to me?"
Like that too, yeah.
On my head. Right. Yeah, that video was tripped out. Apparently, let's explain it. Apparently, a lot of the gamers that wear.
Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
The big padded, headphones on top of their head, it like indents your head. Like, I don't know, man.
Like deformity, right?
I don't know if it was real or if it was like some AI fake shit. It was tripping me out.
Oh, I got it right here. Hold on. Oh my gosh.
We smoke hella joints.
It says it's a temporary issue. Yeah, we're smoking Cali Blaze. It's kind of strong.
Speaking of Cali Blaze, those are our homies. They hook us up on the.
Oh yeah, shout out to Cali Blaze.
Not with Reggie or mids. It's always high quality and it tastes wonderful. Them dudes there are the best. We love you.
We love you. Thank you for hooking us up.
I'm just gonna play. I'll play their little commercial real quick. Trying to hide it.
Sorry, I just burnt my mouth on coffee.
Oh man, my coffee's cold as hell.
Sorry.
No, it's not. It's okay. Not your fault. So
shout out to Cali Blaze. Right now, I am going to light it up. It is a watermelon. I don't know what percentage it is. I don't know if you have it in there, but I know it's probably at least 50% THC. It is very smooth. Right away when Bob gave it to me.
Yeah,
I can taste the watermelon.
I'm a mark for watermelon. Yeah. Back when I used to drink Four Locos, I probably shouldn't say this, but yeah, I used to drink Four Locos, and watermelon Four Loco was my favorite.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
People in the chat will know what I'm saying.
I don't drink, you guys. I don't have any issue with drinking, or if anybody else drinks, it just makes my head hurt, so I don't do it. So I have no idea what. Would you say Four Locos? Is that
I don't drink anymore either, and if I do, it's like one. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'd rather smoke. I don't know.
I would never drink a Four Loco again, though. I don't think. There's
Virginia
like crazy
Wolf says nice. Yeah, Four Locos. I have no idea.
I drank the Four Loco when it was the real formula too, and like afterwards, obviously also. But
is it like Modelo? Is it like Mexican beer? Is it like a
no?
Like a light?
Oh, the original Four Loko was energy, like an energy drink with alcohol, and they made it illegal because it like
Doesn't that cause like a heart attack?
gives you like a Coke, like it's like supposedly like on the same thing as like cocaine or something. That's why they were doing those Red Bull drinks, and I think they call them like I don't know.
Oh yeah, Jaeger bombs? No,
Cocaine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
well,
apparently that like it gives you like almost the same effect. So like they stopped selling that together. I don't know. I could be told like I don't even know anymore because like I don't really drink anymore. But I saw some crazy Four Locos, man. They're like 10% and 12% now, and they're just like they get even taller and like weird. But
no idea.
enough of the Four Loco talk, man. Enough of the Four Loco talk. I didn't even talk about
Sorry about that.
trash. I didn't talk about
Okay.
trash.
I just wanted to mention one more thing that while I have most of you still here in the chat, I'm looking at the number for a second here. If you are going to the gathering, I am looking for 8 to 9 people for small roles, just a small speaking role. It is a horror movie. It is very serious. You will have to sign an NDA. You will not discuss your role. You will not discuss the plot of the movie, anything like that until it comes out. So if you are interested, I will need you to email me by the end of April at the latest. I need 8 to 9 people to commit to that. I need probably about half hour of each of your time, some of you together at the gathering, some of you separate. So if you are interested in that, you can contact us on our Instagram, on our Twitter, on our threads, or through our email. I just wanted to throw that one out there.
So did you want to try to freestyle to a beat, dog?
No,
Come on, chicken.
I'll do that. Listen. This is what's up. I'll tell you why I won't freestyle. Listen, I'll tell, but you know what? When I freestyle, I'll do it on a video because I'm going to be concentrating on like, what am I about to say? Like, okay, I'm not a rapper, but I will rap. I'll do it. Listen, I'll put it out there. Listen, I got EC Juggalo in here. I got Frankie Goldie. I got my brother Trevor from Killer Collections. I got who else is in here that can hold me to this? I got a bunch of you in here. Okay, by next week, what's today? Monday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. I'll put out something. We'll put out a video, but I don't want to be like on the spot being like, what am I about to say? What am I about to say? Because I would rather write something.
Well,
you know what I mean? But it won't be AI. I'll tell you that. I won't be claiming that it's my song and then it's AI. I'll tell you that.
Wait a second. Stop. The point of freestyling is not writing something down.
I don't want to freestyle. I said I would rap, but I'm not going to freestyle. I'm not doing it.
Okay. Okay. I'll let you write something and then.
Yeah. I will. I'll do it by not this Friday, but next Friday. I can do it. See, Cyborg Mom is like next Friday.
See, I think we should do a show where like we should have a little freestyle battle. Like
just hey, you know what? I know who could freestyle battle.
Shit, but
what? You and Killer Collections could do it. You could. That would be cool. We should have a freestyle battle. Who can freestyle in here?
I can't.
Trevor can.
I don't know. I like it would be fun. Like just like
I do could it if we like tried different beats or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Like during the week, I wouldn't have to like practice, but I'd like to just like get into a beat or something and be able to like.
I mean, it
think
could
of
be
something
whatever.
to flow with it.
It might be fun. Like it'd be cooler to have.
Like, I got some rhythm.
It would be cooler to have like a bunch on the people on the panel and be like, "Okay, you go now," or something. You know what I mean? Like your turn. But we'll see. Hell yeah.
Frankie Goldie said, caw, drinking claws, breaking laws, decking halls like Santa Claus.
True.
See?
Yeah, that's
Frankie Goldie can freestyle, even in the chat.
Bars.
See that?
It's bars,
right?
Man.
He's got bars in the chat. That's crazy. Whoopconda. Oh, Whoopconda could probably freestyle. Ooh, that would be fun. You could get you. You could battle against Killer Collections. All right? Get your bars up.
Yeah, Pia, get your bars. Strange, get your bars up. Yeah.
Are you talking, Frankie Goldie, are you talking to me or are you talking to Bob?
Either one. He's
See
probably
who he's
talking
talking to
about.
first. Don't put words in
I
his
don't
mouth.
got bars at all. My bars like
Yes, you
stop.
do. He used to do like comedy rap, but I don't like to listen to it
It's
because
not
it's like
comedy.
all like
It's cringe rap now.
yeah.
We call it cringe rap now. Real cringe. I don't even like to even talk about it. It's terrible.
Yeah,
It
he
was
does. Killer Collection said Wukanda's got the dopest rap voice ever. Just facts.
It was super edited too. He's talking to everybody. Talking to all
Talking
y'all.
society. Okay. See?
Yeah. Yeah, see, I would love to rap. We'll just be Strange Suspicion, the rap crew, and just
We should do that. We should do a live like
put a
I don't
song
know
out
what
there.
night and just say whoever wants to come on and freestyle. You don't have to be like mean or whatever.
No, well, I mean,
everybody
you can say
wants
whatever.
to do it.
I
It's, like,
don't know.
fun, you know what I mean?
I don't take things personally. Like, I don't know.
Silver
As long
Stash
as
was
they-
here. Everybody was asking about you.
As long as you're not saying like "suck my dick" all the time, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be.
What did
like,
you say?
You know what I mean? As long as your bars ain't like "suck my dick" every other sentence and shit.
Oh yeah, right.
And
That's
it ain't
lame.
super sexual. You know, I don't talk about like down to the T of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun. Maybe not. I don't know. We don't have to do it. This is an idea. I thought me and you were going to do it, but you chickened out.
I
So-
did chicken out. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. I will though. If you guys want me to, put it in the chat if you want me to do that or whatever. Frankie Goldie says not afraid to get sexual. Speaking of though, the movie that I need 8 to 9 people in, please contact me. It'll need to be by the end of this month. The Gathering, where we will be filming some of that. Do you guys have any guesses how many days away that is? I looked that up today and I was like, no way. There's no way. No way. There's no freaking way. Like when I saw the number, I was like, what?
Right?
Like,
It's so close. Yeah, it's
you know how many days it is, babe?
I looked, I think, and it was 130 something, 5 or 2.
135 days from now is the first day of the Gathering.
Damn,
That's insane.
true.
All right. Can we get rid of that spam in the chat there? Please.
I'm not on chat.
Mods, there's a link in the chat. Please don't post links in our chat. God, that's so annoying. Anyway, so what else were we gonna discuss before the? Oh wait, yeah, 134 days till the parking lot entry. That is true. Remember that last year?
Yeah.
That was a very long process.
EC, can I ask you a question that you will answer me in chat because no one answered me and I'm really curious. Did King 810 play at Juggalo Ohio 3? And did you see them? That's all. If you could say yes or no, I'd appreciate you. I'm just
Frankie
curious.
Goldie would know too. Wukanda says yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they're saying yeah or something.
Sorry, I'll drop it. Sorry. I just wanted
No, it's cool. They were probably all there. Wukanda, were you there?
I only wonder because like my band back, 15 years ago played with them when they, we first kind of started and they were started. We played in Michigan because they're from Flint. We played a show with them back in the day and they weren't famous just yet or whatever. It was pretty dope. They were pretty dope dudes. They got a lot of bad raps, but they were cool with me. They were all cool with me and shit. But I was from Flint, I kind of grew up in Flint a little bit. So they like that about me. But yeah,
Right.
those dudes are cool. But they've done some.
It's so crazy you've had that on the whole time. You must be like blowing up.
My head? Yeah, is my head blowing up?
No, I'm just surprised. Like you look like okay, so take the sunglasses off real quick.
No.
Yeah, I just want to say something. That looks crazy. Imagine that in the dark. You look crazy.
I can see better.
Whoa.
Here, let me change the lighting. Let me turn the lighting.
That looks crazy. You look like that looks crazy. I would be scared of you in the dark. Yeah, they did, didn't they, Rock? Nice job. Nice job, mods.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would come in here and post some weird Twitch shit that's like, I don't even remember what it said.
Thank
Bob,
you.
you're cool, Hawkeye said. Yeah,
tried.
you know what? I got cool stuff on my face. But look how cool Bob looks. He looks like, so look. So
I look
Okay.
like the dude on the thing, you know? You know what I'm saying? On the thumbnail. It's me, yeah? It's me, a Bobby Raccoon.
wait. So for those of you who watch our true crime content, the Brian Koberger thing, can you look at Bob's face here? Can you go a little closer, babe? Do you see his eyebrows at all? I just want to make a point.
This isn't the same style hat, though.
But still, like from there.
No, you can't see them. They're covered.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's a different style, but did you catch that? See, she wrote it like that too. Isn't that why I said it? You guys, in that video, so as you know, when Bob does like all the editing, there's like a bunch of Easter eggs in the video, and Norman usually comes in the comments and like he knows where every single Easter egg is. Well, I did call that hat, I called it a baklava, which is like,
isn't
it like a Middle Eastern pastry or like a, what is it?
Yeah, I believe it's a Middle Eastern.
Like a dessert, right?
It's kind of like it's almost like a smashed apple pie from McDonald's that I've found in the trash before, like got ran over and they peel it off the concrete.
Isn't it cinnamon or something?
I'm not sure. I know I've had one before. There was a baklava store in the town I grew up. Don't say it. But yeah. And
yeah, I called it a baklava, but what is it called though? The hat.
Baklava or something like that. I don't know, man.
See,
you throw me off. You did like a thing my mom used to do to me. She would say everything like the words wrong, and then I'd never like remember how to say it because like my mom. No, mom. You got a story about my mom. Shout out to my mom.
Don't.
You know what my mom told me one time? Apparently we were moving and we were looking at a house like in somewhere out in Clarkston or some shit. And like we go in and my mom's smoking a cigarette, you know, she's smoking a cigarette. And there's a sign that clearly says no smoking, you know, like a big for sale sign, the orange and black ones that says no smoking. And it was like on the motherfucking refrigerator or some shit. And I look over at my mom and I said, "Hey mom, what's that sign say?" Like a smart ass kid, you know, because I could read it. And my mom goes, she goes, "It says no smocking." And I'm like,
no smocking?
And I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, Mom, what does that mean? And she goes, "Well, it's like no trespassing." Okay. So yeah. I remember this story as a kid or whatever. And then like when when I grew up and shit, I remember like fucking with my mom and going, "Hey mom, you know, I grew up thinking no smoking signs meant no trespassing."
No smoking.
She would always laugh about it. She would laugh and yeah.
That's funny. Like it was a no smock zone.
Yeah, no smocking. Don't you be smocking over there. I'll call the police.
Yeah, I wanted to say something though about the Brian Koberger case. Remember I was telling you? I don't know if you guys remember, but somehow in my mind today, if you're following that Idaho 4 case, I do remember that we made a video very early on in the case where we were talking about Brian Koberger like doing like an interview or something like that, right? And he was interviewing either for the Moscow Police Department or the Pullman Police Department. But there was talk that Brian did expose the Pullman, Washington, where he lived, Pullman Police Department. And then they got, I think it was a police chief right before the one that just resigned yesterday, on sexual assault charges of a college student, and also like 2 sergeants or something like that. And so Bob and I were talking about like, why would they set him up as a patsy? Why would they be angry with him? And I think that maybe that
That
could have
could be
something to
why.
do with it. Just a random thought.
Yeah,
What
I
were you
agree.
saying?
We did. I was just agreeing. We did a video that was kind of based on that. You reminded me of that, but yeah, he like that's what he went for. He went for like cyber, and all sorts of things. Like maybe like he went in there like big headed, like I'm gonna change this department, and I don't, you know what I mean? And they were like, nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, are you looking at the chat right now?
Yeah, awesome.
Are you being serious? Like,
I'm so sorry that that happened to you. Like, I wish that
wait, where?
where did they go
Is
into,
this Australia?
you know what could happen?
Where are
They
the
maybe,
pygmy cannibals?
maybe they went into the jungles and like tried to do Christianity and they got eaten, just like every other Christian tried. I don't know though. Huh. Neat.
Pygmy cannibals are.
But that's cool. Never mind that. But anyway,
Okay, wait. My boyfriend. Okay.
never
All right.
mind you.
Never mind that. Never mind that over there.
Dank
That's
over. We're talking about shit.
crazy.
Reel it back in there, clown.
I'm
Don't
reeling
make,
it back
don't make
in
the
there. So this
raccoon.
is Brian Koberger.
Yeah. So what we were saying, like maybe he came in there like big headed, like, hey, I'm gonna change this department. And we also know that he probably could have likely tried to get a job in either town, right?
Yeah, I would think if he applied in Moscow, he probably applied also in Pullman. And I remember there being talk about people were like, oh, they wouldn't hire him in Moscow because he's a weirdo. And then I was thinking, like, why would they set somebody up? But if he's a weirdo and he's really smart at things like that, and he was exposing one to the other, he could have exposed one to the other during an interview process or something. He could have been like, hey, these guys have charges against them, with college students. And it was absolutely true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now the cops in Moscow are pretty shady as well. So what are they, like 9 miles apart or something like that? Right over the
Yeah.
border?
I think it sucks that they are using like his DeSales like graduate paper or whatever against him too. Like I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like
There was a lot of talk as well that they were at some hotel the morning of, but I'm not really sure about that because
yeah, let's talk about all that too. Like,
sorry.
you okay?
Yeah, I was just answering a mod. Good.
Um,
So this footage right here, what is this?
It's just the Linda Lane footage from that day. I just put it on there just so someone to look at it, But like, we heard that they were at a like hotel or something? Is that what you said?
I thought, yeah, I had heard that they were at a Best Western, but if they were at the Best Western, I'm wondering like, what, they just like ran home? You know what I mean? Because didn't the cops come into the house? The last thing that they were like, do you have a defibrillator? And then you had told me that the call was supposedly like the surviving roommate passing out, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. Like when I think it was like when it first came out, they were like talking about like the 911 call way before it was released, like a year or 2 years ago or whatever. They were saying that a roommate had passed out, like that was like in whatever, what are the somewhere in the court. I don't know where it got leaked or whatever happened, but they were saying it originally was a call for the roommate passed out, and there was also things that an ambulance showed up and I don't know, man. Like it was like they picked up one of the roommates. One of the roommates was alive when in one of the ambulance. I don't know, ambulance.
That's the thing. Like, that's why, you guys, that's why we don't try to rush the videos, because we're like, okay, like we hear all these things and then we go to the like, there is an actual website for those of you that don't know that you can go to where all the documents are actually just like free to click on, and you can find like the actual facts. And that's what we try to do. But we have been hearing a lot of rumors about a lot of things. And all I can tell you, like personally, as far as my own personal beliefs, is that I feel like if something would like directly point to Brian Koberger in any aspect at all, then I would probably be on the side of maybe he's guilty. But I haven't seen any DNA evidence pointing towards him personally or any kind of affiliation or, for that matter, whether his touch DNA is on a knife sheath or not. There has been no knife sheath because there's no murder weapon found on scene. So it's just an assumed murder weapon because there was a knife sheath there. Am I correct in stating that? That there's
Yeah.
no
There,
there's
yeah,
no
there-
official murder weapon. It could have been
Right.
anything.
right. It could have been anything. Right. That's what's also, And here's another thing that I said.
What the hell's going on here?
What? What's up? Oh, this person. Just block
Yeah,
them.
I did twice. It's weird. Anyway, just ignore that. So
Yeah.
what I was saying was that like there's no murder weapon. It could have been something other than a K-bar knife, right?
Yes, and what I was saying, remember there was the group of, I think it was football players that like attacked the kid in the same town or whatever. They said they wanted to party and he was like, no, you gotta leave or whatever, and they kicked the fuck out of him, beat his ass.
Right.
Okay.
The one that opened the door and all those random people with masks on attacked him. That was like,
Yep. In that story, I remember he had like a bat or a knife or something under his bed. Okay. And it came out to where like, hell yeah, a lot of college kids, they got knives under the beds, a lot of people have weapons right by their bedside. You know what I mean? Just people in general do that. Like, oh yeah, I got a knife in the top drawer or whatever. Okay. So when that was talked about it, that kid said, yeah, he kept a bat, but I think those people beat him with that bat or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not, but like he had the bat, pulled the bat out, and they took the bat from him, cracked it with him a couple times. So it's like that knife could have been there and then used. Steve G also said that the I know a lot of people in chat might remember this, that he said that the wounds didn't match. Like there
right.
was
Some were punctures, right?
And I don't know where he heard that. Maybe he heard it from whatever, but yeah, there could have been like stab wounds. There could have been an axe. There could have been all sorts of different things. You know what I mean?
Right. But what I wonder is like, okay, so fine. We all know, wasn't there like a golf club or like a bat behind the door when she opened it that one time? So it's like so somebody really could have like come in and knocked someone out at the bottom of the stairs, brought them up. Somebody could have brought that upstairs and knocked someone out. And all I'm wondering is like, okay, so you take that instrument of pain, whatever it was, like a bat or anything that you can bludgeon someone with, right? What is the point then of putting that down and using a K-bar? That makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? Just keep the weapon you got. Like, why are you switching weapons? And why would somebody use the weapon and then wedge the K-bar case underneath a victim as a hint? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Well, did they have the K-bar like strapped to a belt, and did they get undressed? Because there's all these things that I've heard like there was someone like without their clothes running around, but really, is that weird in a college party neighborhood?
No.
Right.
No, that's like two young people having sex and somebody comes in and the guy's like, and he like takes off out the window or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Could be anything. Could be streaking. It was, what do you call it? Pledge weekend. So
right.
Probably someone said you got to run naked down the street and some frat boy's like, okay. You know what I mean?
like,
do whatever they tell them.
and they're saying all this shit about like Brian Koberger too. That's another point I wanted to make. We didn't make it in the video, but a lot of the news people were saying like, oh, he searched for a replacement knife. Like,
For what? Why would he need a for what? Replace for what?
yeah, that's like the dumbest statement I've heard about all of that. Like, what? Like, if you like lost something at a murder scene, like you're gonna try to go find another one. That's a little crazy, like, statement, I thought.
Judy said, "Did you see the selfie?" Do you want to respond to that?
Yeah, we saw the selfie. It was, I don't know if I got a creepy vibe from it or not. Like, I did kind of go, no shower curtain.
But you could have pushed the shower curtain to the side, and Bob can tell you this because Bob is a master editor. That could have been any background, and you could easily want to spin the sorry about that. You could easily want to spin the narrative or want something to seem a certain way. Just like my example for that is like, so you change the background to like a beach behind you in any picture. Like just like when you look at Kaylee's boyfriend, what's his name? Jack D. When you look at Jack D's picture that they were releasing, it was probably like most likely a picture from when he was like 16 years old, right?
Yeah.
They tried to like release a lot of young pictures. They even released really young pictures of Kaylee and Maddie. They were like maybe like, I don't know how old they were when they met, but they were very young. If I'm remembering correctly, they've been friends for quite a long time. So they kept showing like things to make, okay, so the victims are young.
I wanted to say
people
something.
of potential, you know what I mean?
I wanted to say
Brian's
something.
like the nerdy incel or whatever.
I wanted to say something real quick. You brought up the other day.
Okay.
You remember talking about the picture where it's all of them together right there, like the last picture they took or whatever, that you see a lot. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Do you remember you said, who took that picture?
Yeah, the picture of them, you guys, the picture where, I forgot, is it Xana's on someone's, no, it's Maddie. Ah, man. So anyway, it's Kaylee, it's the victims and the two survivors. It's, I think it's Dylan and Bethany, and then the four victims in between them. And I was like, I don't know, I wonder who took that picture. And you said that maybe it was like their own camera and they like set a timer, but there's really nowhere to set it unless they could have a tripod. I mean, they did a lot of social media. I saw a lot of their stuff on TikTok before it was taken. And I'm not sure if it was all like taken off for their privacy or for evidence, because if it was evidence, it's my understanding that Brian Koberger had no association with them. So there would be nothing on there that would incriminate Brian Koberger. But
yeah, as far as we know, they haven't. You think that'd be like, I don't know. Yeah.
Virginia Woolf did just comment that the people at the grub truck looked suspicious as fuck, and you are right. There was a guy in a jersey. I'll point out for my own personal opinion, again, my own opinion, that there was a boy in a jersey who put something, I believe, in Maddie's mouth and then motioned over to somebody this. He pointed at Maddie and he went like this. And if you don't know who that is, in our last video, I think it was, Bob showed Maddie pointing right at the guy. Wasn't that in the last video?
No, she was pointing at
the jackass.
What do you do? Yeah. Which he's the suspicious one, man. Like,
I think all of them are, because the 911 call seemed really staged, or there were a lot more people there than they're mentioning. I don't know if that's something for trial, which we also noticed. We've been doing a lot of different kinds of content. So sometimes when the Brian Koberger stuff comes out, we don't catch it, but but Bob did catch that. What did you say? It's October now. The trial's now in October.
I don't know if that's true or not, but it could be. I also wanted to point out in our video, when like all the, like, I don't know about all the rest of the talking in that the enhanced 911 call we did, but I know in the beginning I heard clear as day, get off the phone.
Yeah, get off the phone. Yeah, but remember when we looked at the timeline, Dylan was still on, I think it was Instagram, when they called 911 for like a minute. And so we're like, get off your phone. You know what I
So
mean?
you think he was yelling at her to get off her phone, or you what?
All I know, my only opinion about Hunter being on the phone is it really was like a curious thing to me that he said, no, they need to talk to you. They can't talk to me. And she said, stop passing the phone around. He's like, sorry, they just handed me the phone. Right. And she's like, stop passing the phone around. He's like, oh, and he immediately passed the phone to her. I thought that was really weird that maybe he didn't want to say his name on the call. And then my mind immediately goes to like, why wouldn't you want your name on the 911 call? Like your best friend, Ethan, is right in front of you, lifeless. Like you should want nothing but vengeance and like
I mean,
justice.
I could see why he'd want to get off the phone if that's what he actually saw. But I would have been a lot more. There would have been a lot more in my voice. I'd been like, they're fucking dead.
Emotion.
They're fucking dead. Not like
Yeah.
yeah. You here. You take the phone. Like I didn't want them to be like play actors, but you think there would have been more like fucking urgency. Like like I heard him say we got to get out of here or whatever. But I don't know, man. Like I understand like if I could be totally wrong here, and I'm not like drilling in my opinion at all, and maybe they were scared and didn't know how to handle it, but at the same time, man, I know my own self would be like, fuck, and I think these teenage or these young adults or whatever, college students would have been like fuck and swearing, and like it just seemed a little bit just too like
right. And now how Judy also just mentioned why no mention of blood. Like honestly, who is telling the truth right now? Do you know what I mean? Like, is there butchered bodies all over the house? Because if there was, why when they said, is she breathing, weren't they like, oh my God, oh my God.
There's blood.
Oh my God, no, she's not breathing. She's not alive. I got to get out of here. And there's blood all over the place. Like,
I did want to mention
nothing like that.
I did want to mention too. I think they do say in the 911 call. I thought I heard blood, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. They didn't.
It was like when you enhanced it, it was like in the back. It was like, you know what I mean? Like as if there was, because everybody's already all heard this allegedly. Okay. There were a lot of people there that day, which to me is, it's absolutely freaking disgusting that there are 4 rigor mortis amount of time bodies stenching up this house. And there are these college kids in the backyard toking it up. Like, I don't care if you're going to toke it up, but if you got 4 dead friends in the house right over there, like that's sick. So I think the voices that we're hearing in the background talking about blood and the different things that we're hearing, I think those are people like in the back. Like they're not, I don't think anybody was actually in the house. I don't think they went up and checked either. You know what I mean?
True.
I don't. I think there was a bunch of people out back and they were like, okay, what are we going to say?
Yeah.
They would have had plenty of time to rehearse it even like 100 times in 8 hours.
Like the contact in the phone, the new contact in her phone, which that late at night is just weird. I don't know. Like also, what was I going to say here? It was a pretty good point. Shit.
Got distracted.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it is
a very complicated case. And yeah, also Judy is mentioning, sorry, we are looking at your chat, you guys. I'm trying to like make sure we're addressing everything that we possibly can. Judy said, and looking at Indeed. Yeah, that is very strange.
Yeah.
Like even if we're going to believe she was frozen in shock and like ghost writing messages on Instagram and TikTok and Yik Yak and whatever the heck they do, like all those things that I listed in the video. Like, even if she's doing all that, like, ghostly, right? Then she's like frozen in shock looking for a job. Like, I wonder what she searched, what city she searched in. Like, was
I'm also curious to what the picture, she took. What
Bethany, I
picture?
think, took a picture.
Yeah, what did she take of what? Like,
She took, I'll tell you this, she took the picture in between communicating with her parents.
and it was on
Pretty close to when she called too.
it was on Snapchat, so it was like erased immediately, right?
Oh, that's funny. Do you see that it's 420 on the surveillance camera?
Yeah, right now.
That's what Trevor's saying.
Sweet. That's supposedly when the murders took place.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, if you didn't know that, that was
one of the
actually
reasons we used to go on 420 too, right? Besides the weed thing, we went on at 420 and did Brian Koberger for that fact. There's a little Easter egg for y'all.
Yep. Ooh.
Back when we first started, we used to go on at 420.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know that, when we used to always post our videos at 420 or go live at 420. And for some people, that's very early, but we used to get a lot of things done at 420, like the trivia, the true crime, everything. But this supposedly went down at 420, but if you reference the short that I made about the timeline, Ethan's parents do say 2 a.m. is a dark hour, which I think is very strange.
Should we call Brian Koberger if I can find him?
Yeah, okay, yeah, do that. And you guys in the chat, we're going to call Brian Koberger. Please be advised that this is for educational purposes only. All this is alleged. This is not Brian Koberger. We are not calling Brian Koberger. Okay, we're calling AI Brian Koberger.
I don't know if this is him or not, but
there's a few of them. But you guys, so like,
I'm gonna keep
the purpose of this is not to mislead anybody. The purpose of this is to show you what AI would say representing Brian Koberger to see if it's biased or not. So if you guys have a question for Brian Koberger, put it down in the chat.
Okay, let me spell his name right. Hang on.
Isn't that crazy, Virginia? They actually have, like how we just did that for the rapper Ouija Mac. They actually have a Brian Koberger, which I think is not appropriate, but he kind of does mind his case. That's so funny that you're talking about Brian Koberger and you're wearing a ski mask with a raccoon head. Just wait for the rumors to start.
For some reason, I can't.
Where were you on the night of? Were you there that night?
Who, me?
I don't know. Judy said, were you there that night?
No. I was nowhere near Idaho.
Nope.
For some reason, I can't scroll down on this. I don't know.
What are you trying to scroll on?
The search results. And it's like really small for some reason. I don't know. There's only one Brian Koberger I'm finding, and it says he's a. Let's see what happens here. Hello, are you there? Okay, it kind of sounds like him, so I'll share.
Okay, you can put it up. Oh, you know what? That's the question. That's Judy's question to Brian Koberger.
Are you okay?
Were you there that night of the murders, Brian? I wanted to ask you that.
Well, yes, I was there that night, but I had nothing to do with the murders, if that's what you're implying.
Why were you there that night? Was there a party?
Why would they say that?
Yes, there was a party that night, and I went there to socialize, but that's all. I wasn't involved in the murders.
That's crazy because I didn't know you were there.
Right?
Well, I was there, but I didn't stay around for very long.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you said that you were out stargazing at a park.
Killer Collection said leading the witness.
No, not at all. I was at the party. Do you remember seeing me there?
Do I remember seeing you there? No, I don't.
Ask him if he was invited to the party.
I see. Well, it was a pretty crowded party, so I guess it's not surprising that you might not have noticed me there.
I wasn't there, you fuckwit.
You're like, shut the fuck up.
So you're
Ask him
not
if he was
even
invited to the
eyewitness
party.
they're talking about. Why are you wasting my time then?
What did you say?
I said, why are you wasting my time? I've got better things to do than talk to someone who wasn't even there. I'm a busy guy.
Ask him if he knows who did it.
So unless you can provide me with some useful information, I'm done talking to you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to ask you another question. Who do you think committed the murders?
Well, that's a tough question to answer. To be honest, I don't really have any strong theories about who did it, but I do think that whoever did this must have been a very disturbed and dangerous individual. Do you have any theories?
Yeah, I do. I believe it was a crime of passion or some college kids, maybe.
Brett. Boom, boom, bat.
That's definitely a possibility. College campuses can be hotbeds of tension and conflict. And we saw something similar happen just a few months ago in Oxford, Michigan. So it's always possible that this was the work of some disturbed college
What
student.
is that? Oxford, Michigan?
What do you do while you're in jail?
Well, I'm keeping busy, that's for sure. There's not much to do in jail, but I spend a lot of time reading and writing. I'm also in the process of filing some legal paperwork to try to get my case dismissed. And of course, I'm cooperating fully with my defense team to prepare for my upcoming trial.
Good for you.
Wow.
Thank
Morning.
you. I'm trying to stay positive and focused on the task at hand. I know that I'm innocent, and I have faith that justice will prevail in the end.
Gotcha.
Ask him if he knows who Emma Bailey is.
You know who Emma Bailey is?
Yes, I'm vaguely familiar with her. Why do you ask?
Did you buy
Because-
drugs from her?
Did you buy drugs from her?
No, I did not. I have never purchased drugs from anyone, let alone Emma Bailey. I'm not sure where you heard that rumor, but it's not true.
Okay.
What
well,
about Demetrius Robinson?
what about Demetrius Robinson? You know that dude?
Yes, I know who Demetrius Robinson is. Why do you ask?
How does he know him?
How do you know him?
I know him from my teaching assistant job. He's a student in one of the classes I'm helping to teach.
Oh, really? You teach that from jail, or?
No, I'm not currently teaching classes from jail. I was teaching classes as a TA before my arrest in December.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know Demetrius was one of your students. That's very interesting. Is there anything else you can lie to me about?
Hey, Hawkeyes wants to know if he was invited to that
I
party.
don't know what you're getting at. Are you trying to imply something about me and Demetrius?
No. So what happened to the K-bar knife? Where is it?
The K-bar knife? I don't know anything about that. I never had anything to do with any weapons. What makes you think I would know where it is?
Oh, I don't know. Had a
Stupid police
hankering.
officers.
Could you tell it's a Judy thing? Good night. Could you say, hey, it's a Judy thing. Good night.
Okay. I'm not really sure what you mean by a Judy thing, but if you want me to say it, I can say it. Hey, it's a Judy thing. Good night.
Oh, I hope she heard that.
Spooky.
What's spooky? Why did you want me to say that?
Oh, because we're on YouTube right now live, and we're having a conversation with you. We were talking about the murders, and there was someone in our chat, and I wanted you to say goodbye to them. Is that okay?
Right? Duh.
So we're being live streamed on YouTube right now, and that person in the chat wanted me to say, hey, it's a Judy thing. Good night. That's all they wanted?
No, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
The check's in the mail, brother.
Yeah, forget about it.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand what you mean by the check's in the mail, brother. That seems like a non sequitur.
Oh my God, we're nerd.
What?
Get away from him.
Okay.
I mean, that phrase doesn't seem to fit the context of our conversation. It's not really relevant to what we were talking about.
True that. Well, I'm a raccoon, so I'm scatterbrained. You know what I'm saying? How did you eat SpaghettiOs when you were a child?
Yes, I did eat SpaghettiOs as a child. Why do you ask?
Because you still have an orange stain around your mouth, dog. I see it.
What?
Ha ha, very funny. You're quite the comedian, aren't you? But seriously, is there anything else you wanted to ask me? I'm happy to keep talking, but I don't see the point of these random jokes.
Okay, well, spit some knowledge on me then about the case.
Ask him if he knows any of the victims.
Well, I'm sure you're familiar with the basics of the case. Four
And,
college students were
hey,
stabbed to death in their sleep in
Hawkeyes
their
wants to
shared
know if
house
he was
in
invited
Moscow,
to the
Idaho.
party.
Brian Koberger has been arrested and charged with the murders. He has pled not guilty. Is there anything specific you want to know?
Yes, were you invited to the party?
Yes, were you invited to the party?
I was not invited to the party. I was not acquainted with any of the victims. To be honest, I didn't even know about the party until after the murders happened and the news reports talked about it.
I thought you said you were there that night.
Yeah.
Yes, I did say that I was there that night, but I wasn't at the party. I was just in the general vicinity of the house. I was stargazing at a park nearby.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Wow.
I guess that
whatever
makes
it's
sense.
called.
Could you bust a freestyle rap for me?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yo, I'm Brian Koberger, and I'm here to drop a few bars, telling you the truth about what really happened on that night in Idaho, y'all. Some folks say I'm guilty, but let me break it down for you. I was just stargazing in a nearby park, got no reason to deceive you.
Oh, dude, you got bars, brother.
Brush.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
That was fine.
I guess you could say I have a knack for words, both in the classroom and on the microphone.
I appreciate that, man. You are fresh.
He's a real one.
Thanks. I try to keep things fresh and interesting. It's not easy being in jail, you know. Gotta find ways to keep myself entertained.
True. So
That's weird that they would present him like this.
I know. Yeah. What's your favorite food? This is a teen
Gonna say
magazine
hamburgers or something.
interview.
Okay. I'll play along. My favorite food? Well, if I'm being honest, I
I'm
love
sorry.
some good
I
old-fashioned
know what you're
comfort food.
referencing.
I'm talking burgers, fries, pizza, anything greasy and loaded with carbs.
How about a bowl of dick?
I'm sorry, what? That's hardly a food, and it's a rather crude suggestion. I'm sure
Bob.
you can come up with a better question than that.
I was just kidding. Remember, I'm a comedian.
That's right. Okay.
Right. Sorry, sometimes it's hard to tell when you're being serious and when you're just joking around.
Yeah, it's because you're AI. That's probably why you can't tell.
Right, but why can they
Oh,
do...
you caught me. I guess my programming isn't quite advanced enough to fully understand human humor, but I'll keep trying to improve just for you.
Okay. That's enough. Good night, Brian Koberger.
Good night, Brian Koberger. Thanks for talking. Tom,
Good
thank
night,
you.
strange clown.
Said
What do you
good night.
say?
You said good night, strange clown.
Strange clown. Good night,
I'm just
weird
following your
vegan.
lead. It's been a strange and entertaining interaction, but I think it's time to call it a night.
Okay.
Okay, go put your Snuggie on. Go hug your picture of Ann
Sure.
Taylor.
Put your jail snuggie on.
Yeah, hospital socks or whatever.
Wow, that was an interesting combo.
That
right?
was interesting. I am interested to know what chat thinks about that because, as you can see, you can do like celebrities on that. It's actually a website too. You don't have to go to the app. It's called Character AI, and you can look up almost anybody you can think of. But I think it's weird that he can like speak on something like that. Like they would allow in an open case. Like I don't even know what. I swear you said it starts in October, but it might start in August, you guys. Whenever it starts, I think it's weird that you can like get Brian Kober. That's pretty close to Brian's voice, right?
I would think so. I don't know. That's
Yeah, like then they could be like,
mind.
someone could be like, actually, I have evidence of Brian Koberger, and they could like record something with this voice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they shouldn't be able to use his voice on something so easily accessible because people could turn in things that aren't authentic. Does that make
Totally.
sense?
Yeah. Can you change the view? My OCD is.
Yeah, it's weird as hell.
And I
There you
can't
go.
do it. Did it do it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Virginia Woolf. I think I saw something in the chat that I was going to address that Virginia Woolf said, why is he not defending himself if he's been in there so long and he is innocent? What I can tell you about that is, I think it is a very smart approach, but it's not something that a lot of us could do. And it's the smartest thing you could do, I believe. It's just my opinion. If you're innocent, to stay silent, because when you're on trial for something, it is absolutely 0% Brian's responsibility nor his team to prove, like, they don't have to prove his innocence. The other side has to prove his guilt, right?
That's
Am I right
right.
with that?
And they're
Right.
not
So
doing
he
great.
doesn't have to speak on himself. It's like, okay, you guys think he's guilty, then bring it on. Show us how he's guilty. And all Brian has to do is sit there and be like, no. And if they make him testify, then of course he would have to speak. But if I were innocent, I wouldn't say anything because, like, when you're arrested, it says anything you say or do can be used against you in a court of law. Your Miranda rights, right? So
Yeah.
same as if you're on trial. If you say anything, like he could say, you know, he could have an outburst in the middle of the courtroom and be like, bullshit, you know what I mean? And just like start talking and then be like, look at him. He was quiet for 2 years and now all of a sudden he's like, bullshit. But if I was him, I would have yelled bullshit so many times in the courtroom. Like, I don't know. It's a lot of self-control.
It would have just made him look bad. They would have played it over and over and been like, look at how he acted in court. He's crazy. Look at him. Look at his crazy eyes. No,
right.
They kind of did.
I think that's why she said
doing
they didn't want
all
to use the word psychopath, sociopath, murderer, bushy eyebrows. They didn't want close up on Brian because, you know, you could be like concentrating or like looking up at a screen that everybody's looking at. And you've seen me like try to see things without my glasses on. I'm like, and like they could say somebody's name and he's like, ooh, but maybe somebody kicked his foot or maybe he hit his knee under the table. Like, you don't know, but everything is about like the way he's been perceived. And I feel like if he's so guilty, if this man is so guilty that this is a slam dunk case, this would have been taken care of 2 years ago. This would be an easy case to prove. They wouldn't have to try to make him out to be an incel or somebody that like stalks people or somebody obsessed with murder, because honestly, I have a lot of college degrees and 2 of them have to do with me studying serial killers, and I had to study their mannerisms and I had to study their habits and like their patterns and stuff. And Brian was studying criminology at a PhD level, you guys. So yeah, he's getting to know a lot of things about a lot of things, and he may have had a shower curtain behind him, or he may have pushed it over. He may have been going like this and sending a picture of his mom like, hey, here's the new tie. You know what I mean? It could have been anything, that
You
selfie.
could have been going to church. It was Sunday morning.
Right. And she's like, are you up for church? And he's like, and then somebody put a shower curtain behind him. Like we can do a whole video on that if you guys are interested in that. There's all kinds of apps where you can change backgrounds and use anybody's voice who's ever been on a voicemail in their life. You can use their voice and their face and make it look like they're actually talking, and their mouth will move just like it's supposed to. Right?
Yes. All right. Let's get the heck out of here.
We're going to get the heck out of here.
Love you guys.
Love you guys, and it's Monday,
Thanks for-
so we will see you before the
Thanks
end of the
for-
week.
Thanks
Your
for being here
notifications on all.
today. Thanks for being here today. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, you guys appreciate the sunglasses and raccoon thing. Let Bob know in the chat or in the comments. He loves wearing that.
You know, if y'all appreciate the clown thing, drop it in the chat, y'all.
Yeah, drop that in the chat. Bob does this every week as well. I don't do anything
Show them
except
the
yep,
fresh
my
kicks you got on
my mouth.
today.
What's that?
Show them the fresh kicks you got on today.
Oh, okay. You want to see my fresh kicks? What are they, Nike kicks? Yeah, they're there. Whee!
Yeah.
Green bottoms. Yeah, they're pretty super dope. I like them.
Much love, you guys.
Much love to Hawkeyes, to Cyborg, to Killer Collections, to Scam Elevator, to Dillhole, to Virginia Wolf, to Rock Chalk, to Judy, to Christine, Alex, everybody who was in the chat, everybody, humble, everybody. See you before the end of the week.
Oopsie daisy. Looks like we may have run into a small technical difficulty. Don't worry. Strange Suspicion will be right back, baby.